Okay, hey y'all. So recently I've just been liking to just get straight right into the video instead of a fancy intro. So I'm starting off with freshly shampooed, deep conditioned, blown out hair that I have a video on how I blow out my hair. So just click the link in the description box. So this is the hair I'm using. I used this Cuban twist double strand hair that I got on Amazon. I'll link that in the description box. It's very similar to like Marley hair or, that type of rough afro hair. So before I put any hair in my head, I always shampoo and condition it. This is a clip of me shampooing it in a bucket. I do the same thing with conditioner. I just put it in a bucket full of water and conditioner and just condition it before I put it in my hair. So I'm starting off with my hair again. Since I can't see the back of my own head, I actually did use 2 mirrors. I'm kind of showing you guys how I'm doing it here, but I would like part my hair and then like use 2 mirrors to try to make sure that the part was like semi straight. It didn't have to be exactly perfect, but I tried to get it as perfect as possible. So I am going to use per section in the back. I used 2 strands of the hair. The hair comes already pre-sectioned. So I just used 2 of those on my regular sections, and what I did is I would comb out the ends because it kind of has this little curl at the end that kind of like knots at the end. So I just use a wide tooth comb and just comb that out so that I can like twist without issues. So for this section, like I said, I used 2 of them. I didn't comb out the whole hair. I just did the little knot at the end. So this is my little section. It's not perfect, but it's not that messy. So then I'm using this brush and I put a little bit of gel on it. I used the Inspired by Made Beautiful Curly Temple Balm. I sprayed my hair with a little bit of water just to help the gel really smooth into it, but I'm using my brush to really smooth out the part so that the parts in the roots of my hair look nice and neat and slick. So I tried to just put gel on all 4 sides of my hair. I did square parts for this just because I felt like I liked that a little bit better, but as you guys can see, the section size, I did them kind of big because I wanted these to kind of be like jumbo twists. So once I got gel all over the base of my hair, I do kind of twist it as you see me doing here. I just twist it to make sure that the gel is really on the whole base of my head, and then I split that in 2, and then I'm going to take the Cuban twist here right in the center and also place that in the middle of the part. That's why I split it into 2s, and I'm going to twist 1/2 of my hair, only 1/2. I'm not going to twist the other half. I'm only focusing on twisting that first half, and I'm going to twist it till it's tight at the root, and also until my real hair blends in with my Cuban twist hair. So I'm just going to keep twisting that, just 1 strand twist on that one side, and then I'm going to 2 strand twist it once and then twist the other section that I didn't twist before. And again, like I said, twisting it until my natural hair blends in with the Cuban twist hair and until it is secure at the root, and then from there I'm just going to do a regular 2 strand twist. That is how I secure my section at the roots. I realized I didn't show that good of a visual representation, so I'm hoping that my verbal explanation was a little bit better. I'm going to do another section so that you guys can hear me say that again. And also, as I get closer to the end of my hair, I did add a little bit of gel to my real hair just so that it kind of blends in with the Cuban twist hair. And I also did add a little bit of leave-in conditioner because for this section I actually forgot to apply leave-in conditioner before I twisted my hair up. So that's what you see me doing right now, just adding a little bit of leave-in conditioner. And then I also added a little bit of gel to really make sure that my hair gets really smooth so that there's no flyaways. And then, like I said, I'm just going to 2 strand twist it. I try to 2 strand twist it tightly just so that my hair kind of blends in better. It will puff up after you let it go. That's just the way the hair works. But as I'm twisting, I'm trying to make it tight so that it's like secure. And I even added a little bit of leave-in conditioner just to the Cuban twist hair just because it was so dry, and twisting it was like I was cringing because it was so dry. Also, because this hair is only 16 inches, I wanted this hair to be really, really, really long. So what I did was actually I just added on hair as I twisted my hair. As I saw that my hair was finishing, I would just add more hair to make it longer. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So I kind of undid a little bit just so that, because when I let it go, it kind of gets puffy and messy. So I'm just going to retwist that real quick so that I can add hair and it can look a little bit more smooth. So as I'm twisting my hair, when I feel it starting to thin out, that's when I started adding more hair in. And as you see, what I did is I literally just added the hair in and then started twisting. Like, I didn't do any fancy method. I just hold the hair strand in half and then just add the two halves to the already two halves of my hair, and then I just start two strand twisting. I feel like that's the best method for me, for it to not look noticeable and for it to look a lot more seamless. As you see here, I added a little bit more leave-in conditioner just because the Cuban twist hair is just naturally so dry. Twisting it, I just couldn't twist it this dry, so I had to add a little bit of something to it, and then I just keep twisting it. And then again, as I feel it started to thin out some more, I just literally add hair using the same method. I just take the hair, hold it in the center, and then place that into the two halves of the twist that I'm already twisting, and then I just keep twisting all the way until it reaches my desired length. I added hair again because I started to feel the hair thin out again, and the hair started to finish. Like I said, this is only 16 inches hair, which is really not that long, and I wanted this to really like touch my butt, so I had to add hair approximately 3 times, as you guys can see here. And I also wanted the twist to stay thick till the end. I didn't really want my twist to taper too much. I wanted it to taper a little bit but not too much, so that's the reason why I kept adding hair, so they can maintain its thickness all the way down. I just stood up in my mirror just to see the length, to see where I wanted it to end. And then I'm going to go on to the next section. So for this section, I'm applying leave-in conditioner first, which I didn't do on the last one, but I'm applying it first now just because I remembered on this section. I'm truly applying that just so that my hair stays moisturized in this hair, because like I said, the hair is very dry, and it can dry out your real hair. Now, for the front of my hair, my hair is thinner, so instead of doing two sections, I actually had to do 3 sections of hair on this front section just around my edges, just because my hair is a lot thinner. Even though I'd used the same section size, my hair was so much thinner that I had to add more hair to keep it as thick as the rest of my hair. So again, I am just going to apply gel. I'm using, like I said, the Inspired by May Beautiful Curly Temple Balm. I'll have it in my description box, and I just use my little brush to really just smooth down the base of my hair, just so that it looks a lot neater and looks a little bit more professional. And then I just twist it here just to make sure the gel is really all over the base of my hair. And then I'm going to split that section in half, grab my hair by the middle, add it into the center, and twist one section. Like I said, I twist one section at a time, making sure that section is tight to the root, and that my real hair twists in with the Cuban twist hair. And then I 2-strand twist it once, and now I twist the other section. So basically I 2-strand twist it once just so that the other section that I didn't twist is moved to the front, which allows my fingers to be able to twist that section better. And then once both of those are twisted, I just regular twist all the way down. That is how I secure my roots. I know I didn't, like I said, I didn't realize that it wasn't showing that well on camera. I apologize for that. But then I also just 2-strand twist it all the way down, and when I start to feel my real hair ending, I tend to add gel to the end, just because when my real hair ends, it tends to stick out of the twist a little bit. So I add a little bit of gel just to smooth that in, just so you can't tell where my real hair ends. And then at that point, I just keep 2-strand twisting it all the way down. I really try to do it tight, just because, like I said, when I let go of it, it will puff up. And if you already made it loose, it's going to puff up even more, and it's just going to look messy. So I really try to 2-strand twist it tight so that when it puffs up, it's not too loose. And then I'm just going to twist it all the way down, and when I feel it's starting to thin out, that's when I'm going to add another section of hair. Like I said, I'm adding this hair because you can see how short that twist is, and like I said, I wanted this to touch my butt. So what I'm going to do, when I add a section of hair, I tend to just undo like an inch or 2, just so that I can retwist that part so that it looks a lot more neater, because like when I untwist it, it gets messy. So like I said, you see me just add that. You saw me how I just added the 2 strands. Sometimes I twist the new hair that I just added to the old hair just so that it doesn't stick out and look puffy, but I pretty much just add it in and start twisting. Like I said, I may just individually twist that one section into my real hair, but normally I just add it in and I just start twisting. I don't wrap it around or do anything. I just add the 2 sections to the halves and I just start twisting until it reaches my desired length. Like I said, for most of my hair, I had to add hair about 3 times just to get it to my desired length, but I follow the same method until I get it to my desired length. I just start twisting, and like I said, I try to keep it tight because it will loosen up when you let go of it, just because they're twists, they're not braids. So as you can see here, there's no special method. I just twist it and just keep twisting, just regular twisting till I get it to the end and until I get it to the length that I want. I forgot to mention that sometimes when you twist your hair, it starts to tighten up at the roots. So that's why I put the little clip at my root, just to prevent the tension from really like ripping out my edges. So that is how I did that section. I just wanted to show you guys the parting. I did square parting. I also did do the part smaller in the front just because I wanted more twists in the front. Kept the twist the same size, but I made the section smaller in the front just so that I have more twists in the front. Is the finished look, guys. I did actually about only 20 twists. I counted them at the end. I did 20 twists. As you guys can see, my sections are smaller in the front, not too smaller, but they are smaller in the front, and they are bigger in the back. And guys, this was my first time doing this, and I was really proud of myself. It took me about 3 to 4 hours to do, just because, like I said, it was my first time. I forgot to show it on camera, but all I did was I twisted it all the way to the end, and I did dip the ends in hot water just to seal them, just because they kept unraveling. I thought I could get away with not dipping the ends in hot water because of the hair is so rough, but my ends did start to unravel, so I did dip it in water. If you guys have any specific questions, you can comment them down below and I'll get back to you. I'm sorry for the directions being so vague, like I said, because this was my first time doing it, so I didn't even know what I was doing half the time, so it was really hard to film it because I was getting frustrated low-key. But this is how it is. This is the finished product. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did trim my ends. Like, I cut them at the end to the length that I wanted it to be, because it was all like uneven and stuff, so I just took scissors and just cut them to the length that I wanted it. But this is, like I said, the finished look, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video.